Today is the 14th day waiting for my taxi cab license. I'm really excited. Yesterday I was at the garage and just had a blast, and I just can't wait to get out on the road to see what I find. But you know, the last few episodes weren't really as descriptive, and so I decided that I would sit down here and use this really funky camera angle to tell you exactly what one would experience at the test. So at 8 a.m. you saw that I showed up and was very nervous, and well, you sign in, you put your name down, you give your TLC number, and then you wait. And 1 hour later, at 9 o'clock, they open up the front doors and you walk in and you sit down, you sign in again, and you wait. So nervousness and intensity builds, because by the time that we got to 10 o'clock when they started doing the instructions, the instructors were having to repeat themselves over and over and over because people were so nervous they couldn't quite comprehend what was being told for them to do. And finally, at 11 o'clock, the test started. And the test started with an English proficiency. So there was a boom box in the upper left-hand corner, and it started spewing out addresses. And it was our job for us to select with multiple choice where the address is what we heard. One of the sections was also to transcribe addresses, which involved spelling, and the last part involved the ability for us to read a story or hear a story and then select the answers best suited to that particular story. Then we took a mini break. At noon, we got back and we started the second part of the test. And the second part of the test first starts off with a map geography section. And the map geography section allows you to use the big old laminated map that you have to have in your taxi cab to find addresses and to find out where things are located in the city. And that was pretty easy. And then once that was done, we closed our books, we handed in the maps, we took another little break, and then we moved on to the larger geography question. And that particular section also included the rules and regulations from the TLC. I personally found this particular test to be a lot easier than the practice test. But then again, the people to my left and the people to my right had a different test. And you never know. The test could be easier next week, easier than what I had, or it could be more complicated. Or the people that were sitting to my left and to my right could have had an even more grueling test. Either way, I found out that it wasn't too difficult. Despite my reservations about passing or failing that you saw in the last episode, here's me in Long Island City telling you exactly what happened and what was my test score.
So last Friday I walked these exact same steps and kind of freaked out because I thought I was running really late to take my taxi test. Well, what ended up happening is that I wasn't late, I was an hour early. And, well, now it's Wednesday. It's in the afternoon on a beautiful spring day here in New York City. And I'm gonna go find out my results. I don't know if I passed, and I'm kind of nervous that I actually failed. And then I have to wait another 2 weeks to take this test. So, let's go find out what happens. April 2nd, 5 p.m., I pass. I missed one question on the English proficiency, and I got a 76 on the geography proficiency. So that means within 20 days, I will have a little tiny laminated card that will allow me to hop in a yellow cab and pick people up. Now, the real test begins. Can I make this a profitable experience?